Hey guys. Okay, so yesterday I got a Facebook message from someone I'm not friends with. So you know how Facebook is like, hey, like you have a message pending or whatever the fuck they say. So I got that message, and so I opened the message, and it's a message from this guy who I have met several times before, who's like the worst ever. I literally talked about him and why he's the worst ever in a video, which I will link down below. So if you don't know the full story, you can watch that, and then this will make a lot more sense. It's a good story. It'll be okay if you have to pause this video and watch that one. But it was that guy that would like harass me, and I saw him at the bar and he was like wasted, and then he slid in my DMs, and he just like hates me because I denied him freshman year to pregame. I don't fucking know. So fucking weird. He messaged me on Facebook yesterday. That's who the message pending whatever who was from him. And it said, no one wants to look at you, with like 6 exclamation points. I literally put this on my Snapchat story. So if you're not following me on Snapchat, definitely that's where all the good stories are at. Okay. So I screenshot this shit and put it up there, and I posted on my story. So maybe y'all saw this. And he was like, no one wants to look at you. And I was just like, I don't even know what that means. So whatever. It didn't reply. And then he sent another message that says like, you ugly dog looking thing, LMAO, something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? Didn't reply, obviously. And then I went to like accept the request or whatever, like his message, and it was like, oh, the page you're trying to reach is like no longer here. Like he literally blocked me. Like I can't find him on Facebook now. So I don't know, that's weird as fuck. He like sent me a Facebook message and then blocked me right after, so I wouldn't be able to like respond if I wanted to, because he's obviously a pussy ass bitch. I don't know. Anyway, that's not even the main part of the story. The main part of the story is that one of my guy friends, not even one of my guy friends, several people I know, like 4 or 5 people, responded to my Snapchat story and was like, oh my god, I met this kid, he's super weird, like it's not just you, like he's creepy, weird, like such a loser, blah blah blah. So one of my guy friends specifically messaged me and told me that like this guy has been harassing him and his friends so much they like literally had to report him to the police, just like blowing up their DMs and like saying weird as fuck shit to them. Like, what is wrong with this kid, y'all? Like, I'm kind of creeped out, like, that I'm one of the people he's, like, done this to. I haven't blocked on, like, everything, though, so I think I'll be fine. Just super fucking weird. Like, someone I literally don't know. Just a kid that hit on me at a pregame once, freshman fucking year. Like, let that sink in. So that happened yesterday. Because why wouldn't that happen yesterday? Why wouldn't that just happen on my Monday? Moving on. Something happened to me that's never happened to me before, which is someone watched a YouTube video of mine that was about them and then reached out to me. And it was the video I just posted last week, my life update about the 35-year-old. He watched it, which is like literally the first video of mine he's ever watched on his own. Like he's watched a lot of my videos with me, but I don't think he ever like logs onto my thing and watches my videos, which like, I don't know, like if he watched my videos, he would know that I do this for like every guy I've been involved with. It's not just him. It's not me shading him. It's not like it's something against him or something special for him. I literally talk about every situation I have with guys so that I can reflect on it. Like it's my like personal video diary that I choose to make public because I don't know, maybe I'm smart, maybe I'm dumb. He watched the video and saw that I talked about him and our relationship and got kind of upset. But I don't know what to tell you, buddy. This is how it goes. Like, anyone that ever is involved with me or dates me has to know that there's going to be at least one video made about you because you're impacting my life. Honestly, if I know you and you are never mentioned in videos or you don't have a video made about yourself, like, that's a really surefire way to know that you don't really matter. Like, you're not that critical to my life. So, like, be honored that you mattered so much and you impacted me so much over the past 6 months that I felt strongly enough that I needed to make this detailed video so that I can reflect back on that in the future and, like, learn from it and see how much I grow when I'm, like, not super fucking sad anymore, because I'm still fucking sad. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, I'm sad. It's not ideal. Like, I literally would have dated him, would be dating him right now if he wanted to date me. Like, I don't know why I'm not dateable. Maybe it's because I'm, like, not a real adult in the real world yet. Like, I'm not employed. I don't know what it is. But I can't fucking question it because, like, the right person for me isn't gonna fucking pull this shit over on me. Like, fucking dumb as fuck. And he got mad after the video because he learned that I spent spring break with someone else and that I like this guy, and like, yeah, I do like this guy, but I really, really liked you. So you snooze, you lose. I'm sorry if it's painful. Guess what? It's been fucking painful for me. And it wasn't my decision to end this. Okay, this is just a small thing and it's random and it's really not significant, but I just thought I'd share because I do like to share real moments from my life with y'all. just as an example that I'm not actually superwoman, but I still have moments of weakness. I have days where I hate my body and I hate the way I look. Like, I always think I'm pretty. Like, I love my face, y'all. Like, even when I was 8 years old with the bowl cut, even when I was 12 years old with the worst fucking unibrow, because I was like at that age where I was still scared to like wax or pluck or whatever, I like thought that was painful. My mom's like, if you want to do it, we can. You can have 2 eyebrows. So many awkward phases. And then when I was 14, 15, had the worst motherfucking acne ever, had to do Accutane for that shit. Like, through all the awkward stages of life and growing up that I obviously wasn't looking too cute for, I still at the time thought I was so cute. Like, I've always thought I was cute. Like, I've always had the highest self-esteem, like, face-wise. But, like, everyone's body weight fluctuates. I have days where I don't like the way I look. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm wearing this, like, tiny tank top today. So, like, you know, arms are really visible. There's a mirror by my front door, so you pass it when you're leaving and entering the house. And I was passing it to go to class, and I literally was like, ew, like, I feel like my arms look so fat. Like, can I literally pull off wearing a tank top this small? And then I just, like, looked at myself in the mirror and was like, why the fuck are you criticizing yourself so harshly, Brighton? You look fucking fine. No one gives a fuck. Like, go to fucking class. I was just so taken aback because I do shit on myself so little. Like, I do have really high self-esteem, y'all. Like, that's no lie. Obviously, I have days of weakness, but I'm saying in general, it is pretty high. So when it does happen that I, like, criticize myself like that or think poorly of myself, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it is shocking, even to myself. But I want you to know that it still happens. That little devil on your shoulder creeps in sometimes, and sometimes you want to believe that voice instead of the good voice. Humans all destroy ourselves from the inside out. We pick guys that don't love us, how we don't ever think we're pretty enough, how we focus so much on flaws that other people literally never fucking notice, the way we never think we're good enough, the way we never think we have enough money, the way we never think we're popular or well-liked enough. Like, we literally are destroying ourselves every day from the inside out by this, like, super toxic mentality that almost everyone just thinks now because we're so fucking brainwashed and our brains are so perpetuated by bullshit like the media and glamorous images and relationships that are super glamorized that aren't realistic and Instagram pages that show life as being unrealistic. We're all just like, ugh, swallowing the poison pill that is, like, the internet. Like, I don't know, what is the modern day, the 21st century? The pill of the 21st century. It's poisoning us all. Okay, if you live in Tallahassee, if you go to FSU, Vail is already dank as fuck. If you don't know what Vail is, it's like a Chipotle-style restaurant where you, like, walk through and tell them what to put in the bowl, but it's, like, super healthy. You pick, like, vegetables, meats, and then, like, a side thing like rice, or, like, there's a little mac and cheese, which is super good. And then you pick a sauce, like, put on your steak and your shrimp or whatever the fuck you want. It's so good, bitch, let me tell you, okay? I love Vail, and it's healthy, so you never feel guilty about it. But a lot of people don't really go to Vail for the acai bowls and stuff, or, like, maybe people do, but, like, I used to never go to it for that, but, like, lately I've been such on a kick. Like, it's so fucking good. And I get, like, the super jumbo one, the one that's, like, fucking the size of, like, a fucking carton of ice cream, because it's, like, not bad for you. It's literally blended up berries with granola and, like, fruit on top. It's so motherfucking dank. Don't mind, like, all my little flyaways. My hair is so fucking greasy. I need a shower so bad. I literally feel like I smell. I'm, like, freaking out. Oh my god, like, literally, it's amazing to me that boys have ever liked me before, because I'm just so weird sometimes, you guys. Like, that's what I appreciate about the new guy, like I told you, is that he's so weird that, like, all my weirdness, he's just like, like, just, like, right there with me being like, like, I don't know, just, like, super weird. But I'm just so fucking weird sometimes. I honestly am floored that, like, the really cool hot guys that have been, like, so actually into me, like, what did you see in me? Like, I am the gremlin that has to be fed before midnight, after midnight. I don't know, but I do eat a lot of food. I'm so off topic. This is not what I was even wanting to talk about at all. Like, what's wrong with me? Okay, so what I wanted to talk about last was a girl DM me asking me if I think it's possible in college, because it's such a hookup culture, if you can be hooking up with someone and that can evolve into a relationship. Yes, it's possible. Like, I feel like 50% of college relationships literally come from people that were like hooking up and then they were talking and then they just became exclusive, aka boyfriend, girlfriend, basically. And then sometimes if it's real serious, they will even put it on Facebook. Or what I've decided is way more like 2018 for Facebook official is posting a picture on Instagram, because posting a picture with a guy on Instagram is a huge motherfucking deal unless you absolutely clarify that this is the gay best friend, or this is my best friend for my whole life, or this is just my homie, or whatever the fuck you want to just say it they are. If you don't specify, everyone thinks you're fucking dating someone or that they're important to you. Like when I posted the selfies with the bearded guy from South by Southwest week, like, oh my god, so many people were like, are you dating that guy, blah blah blah, because I'm sure the day I have a boyfriend, you guys will be the first to know, and it'll be a really exciting day for everyone, okay? Yeah, anyway, I definitely think it's possible. I think that happens a lot, but you just have to, like, the first few hookups, like, read what it is happening and, like, listen to what the guy says. If the guy says, like, I don't want anything else, like, I just want a booty call, or I just want to hook up, or friends with benefits, like, you need to take him for what he's saying and believe that, and not just be like, oh, well, maybe if we do it long enough, like, he'll start to like me, start to feel something for me, because I've done that before, and it doesn't fucking work ever, okay? They just are so happy that you're willing to fuck them forever, basically. You're getting nothing out of it. No emotional support, nothing, probably not even anything you want physically, because guys never go down on bitches, and they are usually way worse at sex than they think they are. Ugh. So, like, why the fuck? Like, no, if you know you have feelings and you know you want more and you know they don't, you gotta cut it off. As in my situation with the 35-year-old. They knew I wanted more. I knew I wanted more. For whatever fucking reason, I still don't understand. So funny, isn't it? He didn't want to be with me, so I had to move on, because that is how the cookie's crumbling. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't always work, because it can sometimes work. So if you find someone that you like and you notice that you're being invited to do more than just like come sleep over, Netflix and chill, like if you're being invited to meet up with him at a pregame for his frat before you go out, or to go out with him, or to meet him out to get drinks, or to stay like past the morning, like maybe go get some Brooklyn water bagel together, or like just some breakfast place together, or if he asks you to come over like before the night so that y'all can do stuff during the night together before the sleepover time, like someone wants to just hang out with you, that is always like a good sign. So you can usually tell if someone's like into you or not. Like, I feel like people are pretty clear with their intentions, whether they directly say them or not. You just gotta like not be a fucking idiot and don't let someone fuck you over. If you're hooking out with someone and you are hanging out with them and all that stuff, just like don't be afraid to ever be like, hey, like we've been doing this for a while, like how are you feeling about this or me or whatever it is. Like, people are so afraid to have those conversations, and you know why you're afraid? Because you're afraid the other person is going to say what you don't want them to say. You're afraid they're going to say that they don't think it's anything, and what are you thinking? Why are you taking it so seriously? Or you're afraid they're going to say, oh yeah, I just wanted to stay like this, like I don't like you, like I don't want this to turn into anything. You don't ask because you don't want to know the answer, and that's being a fucking pussy, and I've been that pussy so many times, so don't feel bad. I'm just saying, I'm here for y'all to learn from my mistakes. You gotta have the fucking hard conversations even if you're scared, because just continuously hooking up with someone that's not gonna give you what you want forever because you're attached and you want that time with them, you want that sex with them, that is just so fucking self-destructive, girl. Like, you cannot fucking do that shit to yourself. You gotta have the hard conversation, and once you get your honest answer, you gotta do what's best for you, which is either cut it off or flourish. Maybe he does want to be together. Like, sometimes they do want more, and you can usually tell. Or you can have the adult conversation as adults do and not be a pussy and figure it out by just fucking saying what it is that y'all want from each other and seeing if it's the same or not. So it's possible, and I think it is a good way to kind of start a relationship. I mean, I guess that sounds bad because that's basically me promoting having sex like long before you're dating, but personally I would not ever date someone that I wasn't having sex with first, because the sexual chemistry is so fucking important to me. And like, if the sex is really good, it makes me like you a lot more. If the sex is really bad, no matter how great I thought about you before, it might be a fucking issue. I don't know if I can get past it, okay? It depends. Depends on what we're working with. I'm down with hooking up and hanging out and getting to know each other and having deep conversations and going out to the bars and meeting each other's friends and just doing all the cool shit together that we would do. Maybe having a little fights here and there to see how compatible we are with each other in conflicts. And then if that goes well for enough months, why don't we just stick a little label on that bad boy right there and just be like a couple. So it's possible. I need to go take my shower and get my acai bowl now, so I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!